A block of mass 0.1 kg is released from a height of 4 meter on a curved surface, okay, and on a curved surface, and the path AB is smooth and the path BC offers the coefficient of the friction of 0.1, okay, it offers the coefficient of the friction of 0.1. If the impact of the block with the vertical wall is C be perfectly elastic, the total distance covered by the block on the horizontal surface before coming to rest will be equal to, okay, we have to calculate the total horizontal distance covered by the block before it comes to rest will be equal to. Now first of all understand that the kinetic energy, the potential energy at the top will be equal to the kinetic energy at the bottom, okay. Since there is no friction, this curved surface is smooth, I can say that the potential energy at the top will be equal to the kinetic energy at the bottom, okay. So it means that the total energy at, let us say, this point is equal to A. Let us say this point is equal to A over here, okay. So now we have to calculate, let this point be equal to A over here. So total energy at point A will be equal to mgh, which is equal to m over here is equal to 0.1, g over here is equal to 10, the height over here is equal to 4. So it will be equal to 4, okay. It will be equal to 4 joules, okay. It will be equal to 4 joules, okay. From point A to B, it travels a distance of 1 meter, okay. It travels a distance of 1 meter. Let us find out the frictional force when a block is placed at this point, okay. When a block is placed at this point, okay, between the path B and C, the frictional force over here will be equal to mu mg, okay. It will be equal to mu mg. So mu over here is equal to 0.1 into m over here is equal to the mass is given as 0.1 kg, and g over here is equal to 10, okay. G over here is equal to 10, okay. So now let us see what is the force over here. It will be equal to 1 Newton, okay. So by this frictional force, whatever may be the initial velocity, okay, if you calculate the total energy over here, it is equal to 4 joules, okay. So how much distance it can travel till the 4 joule energy is completely consumed, okay, till the 4 joule of energy is completely consumed by the non-conservative force, okay. So over here it will be equal, this is 0.1 Newton, okay, this is 0.1 Newton. So how much displacement it can make before the energy is totally consumed, okay. The work done will be equal to force into displacement, okay. It will be equal to force over here is equal to 0.1, the work is 4, the displacement is s. So s is equal to 40 meter, okay. So totally it can travel on this rough patch, it can travel a distance of 40 meter. Let us see this part, okay. Let us see this part. When the body arrives from point A to point C, okay, when the body arrives a distance of point A to point C, okay, it covers a horizontal distance, okay, and let us see on the rough patch also, okay. Let us calculate both of them separately. On the horizontal distance, it covers a distance of, when it goes from A to B, it covers 1, and when it goes from B to C, it covers 2, okay. So from going from A to B, it covers a 3 meter distance on the horizontal surface and 2 meter on the rough surface. So on the rough surface, it can travel a total of 40 meter, okay. So when it comes to point B, it collides and again returns and again retraces its original path, okay. So when it will again come to point A, it will again trace a distance of 2 and 2 over here, okay, 2 times on the rough patch and 2 times actually on the horizontal distance. So it means that when the body goes from point A to point C and it again returns to point A, total distance ये cover करता है 6 meter, and on the rough patch it covers a distance of 4 meter, okay. On the rough patch it covers a distance of 4 meter. So let us see how much distance it, how many rounds it can make in this part, okay. In the first round it will cover a distance of 6 meter and 4, okay. So totally it can perform 10 rounds over here, okay. In the first round it exerts, or 4 joules of energy is wasted in the non-conservative force, or it is exerted in the non-conservative force. So it can make 10 rounds over here, okay. So it can clearly make 10 rounds over here. But look here what will happen in the 10th round, okay. Look here what will happen in the 10th round. In the 10th round, when the block goes from point A to point B, there is no problem because there is no friction over here. Okay, there is no friction. When it goes from point B to point C, okay, it has exerted by 9 rounds. By the end of 9 rounds, it has already consumed 36 joules of energy. Okay, it has already consumed 36 joules of energy. Okay, it has been exerted in the non-conservative force. In the 10th round, okay, now this in the 9th round, all this by 9th round, all this 36 joules of energy is consumed. In the 10th round, let us see over here. Now over here, when it goes from point B to C, 2 joule of energy is consumed, and while returning from C to B, it again consumes 2 joules. It means that it has exerted the remaining value over here. It has exerted the remaining value over here. Okay, that is, it will not make its path again from B to A. Okay, it will not make again its path from B to A. So in the 10th round, 1 meter has been reduced. So by 10 round, the total distance traveled is 60 meter. Okay, minus the 1 meter. Okay, so it will be equal to 59 meter. 59 meter will be the total distance traveled during the entire path. Okay, now understand that when the body slides from point, let us say O. Okay, let us take this point as O. From O to A to B, B to C, again it gets reflected. Then it means that it will come to point B, A, as well as it will climb this it will climb this curved path. But they have asked only the horizontal distance. Okay, they have asked only the horizontal distance. So over here, the horizontal distance covered will be equal to 59 meter, which is option number C. Okay, and in the last two rounds, it will consume 0.2 and 0.2 joules of energy. Okay, not 2, it will be 0.2 and 0.2 joules of energy. The correct option is option number C.